Welcome to Team Combat League.
Inside the famed 2300 Arena in the heart of South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is Team Combat Week 3 already in Team Combat League. Rich Quinones alongside my broadcast partner, the famed one, I guess you can say a boxing encyclopedia, Stephen Breadman Edwards. All right, so we've got 2 weeks already in the books. We get set for Week 3 between Philadelphia, LA, and Breadman. Philadelphia comes in 1-0, the smoke. They had the upset win over New York. Listen, we know LA, it's a long trek west coast to east coast, but give me your thoughts on this Philadelphia Smoke squad, and are there a couple fighters that stand out?
Yes, actually they are. Rasheem Brown, I've seen him come up in the gym. He's an excellent fighter. Southpaw, really fast, big for the weight. Nair Albright, I'm very familiar with him. Isaiah Johnson has future world champion written all over him. I've seen him fight about 3 or 4 times. And Avery Sparrow is actually very good, better than his record indicates. And coincidentally, Elijah Vines, I just hired him for camp because Karan Davis was getting ready to fight a southpaw and Elijah Garcia on a March 30th Tim Zukar, and we hired Elijah for camp. So I'm familiar with a lot of these kids. And
it's a unique concept, and I think for LA, you know that Philadelphia is very stacked and deep with their roster, but LA also has a bunch of seasoned vets when it comes to Team Combat League experience. I think tonight, if you kind of handicap it, I think tonight LA knows that they're going to have to really kind of overtake and win the middle rounds and the money rounds, and you might have to score some 10-7 rounds ultimately at the end of the day to prevail in this one. So we're getting the scene set. We had Week 1 here inside the 2300 Arena. The place was electric. It was rocking. It was unbelievable atmosphere and fights. But before we get set for our first fight, and again, it's 24 rounds. Round 1, we'll get into that in a moment. We want to walk you through the rules and regulations and the scoring. And with that, we go to our own Team Combat League, Dewey Cooper.
Team Combat League is a new, exciting professional boxing team sport. The fight format for Team Combat League guarantees explosiveness, adrenaline, and excitement. There's a 24-round competition between 2 teams from different cities, and each individual round is a new individual matchup. The first 8 rounds are called the lunch rounds. We're lunching the competition off. The middle 8 rounds are called the middle rounds, and the last 8 rounds from round 17 through 24 are called the money rounds. Each round is scored individually, new matchups every round, and the team with the most points at the end of 24 rounds wins the fight. There's nothing more exciting than Team Combat League.
All right, thank you very much, Dewey Cooper, the man that wears many hats here with Team Combat League. And you heard him mention about the middle and then, of course, the money rounds, and that's kind of where we like to say you start to cash the checks. All right, we're almost set to go. But before we get into the action this evening, our Mark Abrams had a chance to speak respectively with LA head coach Manny Robles and also Philadelphia fighter Avery Sparrow. And we'll give a listen to hear what both those two had to say.
Here with world-renowned and championship trainer Manny Robles, coach of the LA Elites. You take on the Philly Smoke here. TCL, talk about this concept in terms of, I mean, you're used to coaching 12-round championship fights, the fierceness of 3 rounds. How do you instill a game plan into your team?
Well, I'm familiar with the team concept, definitely. I've done it before in the past with, you know, AIBA and the World Boxing Association, the Amateur World Boxing Association. Anyway, I'm very familiar, obviously, training the Team USA and so forth and so on. This is definitely something new. I'm definitely excited about it. I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement to boxing.
You know, usually you're in the corner, you're trying to steer one guy, one personality in there. Dealing with now 16 personalities, that a little bit of a challenge?
Yeah, just like now, right? Wrapping hands. Everybody likes to have their hands wrapped differently. So I have to cope, but it comes with the territory. I've been doing this for a very long time, so I'm very familiar with what I'm doing. This isn't the first time I find myself wrapping multiple hands or working multiple corners in this case. So, I'm excited. I think it's something new, definitely for boxing. But it's gonna kick in, and when it does, people are gonna buy into it, and I can see it. I bought into it myself. I've been watching the last couple of contests between Philadelphia and New York here in the same place. That was very exciting, and now the LA team is super excited to be here as well.
We wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much.
We're here with Avery Sparrow. Team Combat League, your teammates 1-0. You're inserted into the fray tonight. Tell us what you're thinking before you go out there.
It's a wonderful experience, first and foremost. Hopefully everybody gets out of the ring okay. In the past week we had some unfortunate events with the TLC League, TCL League, and we just want to send our condolences from Philly Smoke to Las Vegas team, and we'll keep the family's privacy and everything like that, but we do have his family in our prayers first and foremost. But as far as the question that you asked, we're ready to come deliver tonight. We're undefeated already. We beat the reigning champs last week, and we're going to continue to do the same thing this week. Keep the winning streak alive. You
the first week you were here a couple weeks ago, you kind of sat on the sidelines, cheered your team on.
Absolutely.
Did you learn anything about maybe how to go about these 3 minutes watching it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good experience, so I get to see from the outside of how to approach the fight. I believe the teams that have the most success are going out there, not looking for the knockout, being more relaxed, more strategic, and just winning the round.
You saw how much your team celebrated after the last win. Pretty cool to be a part of something like that. When you're boxing, it's usually you and your trainer and a couple other guys. Now you got 15 other people that you're.
So it's a whole team thing, and I believe that it was so extraordinary because we were down by 1 point with Joey coming in to hit the final 3 at the buzzer beater. And it was so exciting. I think that was, and we beat New York, which was the reigning champion, so it made the victory that much more greater.
What do you want to say in closing?
Tune in, TCL, Philly Smoke, and we on the way, baby.
We'll see you in the ring, Avery.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Abrams, thank you very much. And Mark will join us throughout the telecast with some post-fight interviews as well. So we are ready to go inside the famed 2300 Arena, the heart of South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Team Combat League commences. Lace them up. Philadelphia, LA, up top for the first time for the official start of tonight's festivities. Our ring announcer, James Bartley.
Welcome, fight fans, to the historic 2300 Arena right here in South Philadelphia. We'd like to welcome, making their Team Combat League debut, it is the Los Angeles Elite. The Los Angeles Elite are coached by Manny Robles and assistant Manny Robles Jr. And introducing next, coming to the Team Combat League arena, it is the Philadelphia Smoke. Philadelphia Smoke are coached by Bob Kane, assistant coach Omar Aiden, and general manager Marshall Kaufman. All right, fight fans. We will now have a moment of silence for our brother in combat, Artie Ndembo, who was injured in the ring during a recent event. All right, at this time, we will now have our national anthem. Can I have everyone rise to their feet and place a flag? The national anthem will be sung by Philadelphia Smoke's own Nahir Albright.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Very good.
Fight fans, are you ready for Team Combat League 2? We can do better than that. Fight fans, are you ready for Team Combat League 2? All right, introducing first our heavyweights. Introducing first from Team LA Elite, it is Luciano Sanchez. And introducing next from Philadelphia Smoke, it is Joey the Tank DeWaco. Please, tap it up. Introducing next our light heavyweights from Team Elite, it is Brian Leon. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Ray Robinson. Let's touch it up. Introducing next, it is the middleweight division. From Team Elite, it is Alex Exponda. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Quadir 74 Albright. Introducing next, it is our welterweights. From Team Elite, it is Erica Farias. And from Team Philadelphia Smoke, it is Shariah Tiana Maru. Up next, it is the lightweights. From Team Elite, it is Daniel Morales. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Francisco Rodriguez. Introducing next at 135 pounds, it is Daniel Morales. Who? Our welterweights, Our welterweights, introducing first, it is Ryan Martin. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Henry Cedeno. Introducing next, at 126 pounds from Team Elite, it is Osvel Calabreo. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Rasheen Brown. Next, it is our ladies at 126 pounds from the Los Angeles Elite, it is Lizette Lopez. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Brittany Eagleflex Sims.
All right, so we are ready to go with our first bout of the evening, contested at $126. Sims and Lopez, and of course Lizette Lopez. Very good track record in TCL. She'll be representing Los Angeles Elite, and then Sims donning the home purple unis of the Philadelphia Smoke. Got her feet wet a week or so ago against the New York City Attitude and looked good doing it. 3-minute rounds, 1 of 24. Breadman, here we go. Team Combat League underway inside 2300 Arena, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I mentioned that experience with Lopez, and it's all about getting on that stick, setting the tone early with only 3 minutes to spare.
Sims seems pretty strong.
Good right hand, just missed with that left. Another right by Brittany Sims. What would you tell a fighter? You got 3 minutes. You got to give it 110%.
Right
you got to
hand.
take shots and chances, correct?
The number one thing you tell a fighter that's fighting a one-round fight is they have to be really, really warmed up. They got to be, they should be sweating before they even get in the ring because they literally have no time to warm up. They got to warm up. The warm-up is the most important thing at this level.
Can't go in there cold.
Yep, no doubt about it.
I mentioned Lizette, 9-5 record TCL, so 14 fights. She understands the mentality and the tone and the pace of just one round, having to let it all out there. But Sims getting on the stick, used that jab brilliantly in her TCL debut against New York. But a good fighter, keeps coming forward. Little ring generalship right now, midway through. first fight of the evening.
Sims is looking to land the right hand, but this the girl Lopez, she's boxing pretty good. She's not letting the line her up for that right hand.
Lopez just missed with that right uppercut inside, 132 to go.
Good lead left hand by Lopez.
Yeah, that was sneaky. Touched her right in the midsection.
She's not as strong as Sims, but she's slick. She knows her way around the ring.
Ooh, good left hand.
Yep, another good one.
And these are all good scoring shots, and we'll talk a little more about how they're scoring it. Braswell watching the action closely. Sims now exchanged some bombs.
Right. She finally got that right hand through that she was looking for.
Ooh, good left hand again from Brittany Sims, waking up. So to clarify, 2 minutes. We had it up there as 3. 2 minutes for the females. I know some other states have had 3 minutes. We saw that last weekend in Florida. 2 minutes for the females going forward. So that puts 1 in the books as we get set for our next fight, round 2. Rasheen Brown taking on Osvel Caballero. What'd you see here with a little replay and some action from that first fight?
Next up,
good. It was hard
in the 126-pound division.
Got the better of the round. If I flip a coin, I would say Sims, but it was tough to call.
So this contested at a $126.
I'm very familiar with Rasheen Brown. He comes up in the James Schuler Memorial Gym where we've trained. So I've known him since he was about 11, 12 years old.
Excellent looking pro, 12-1. Not a bad southpaw, right? Comes in 5'6", 25 years of age, 1-0 in Philly. And again, remember, he'll have an opportunity to fight again. Philly took that first round, so we will do our best to keep the scoring accurate. I know our crew's doing a phenomenal job as always, so we'll keep you up to date on what's transpiring inside the 2300. But for now, Caballero and Brown.
Look for Brown to have a really, really good southpaw jab. I don't know if he's converted right-handed, but he has a real good jab and a real good right hook, a lot better than most southpaws. It's going to be really hard to cut the distance with him because he has a really commanding type of jab.
Yeah, very diligent with it, tight, high guard.
Yeah.
Osvel, the 4-0 pro Cuban, 28 years of age. Manny Robles believes he's going to be one of the fighters to watch. They're going to need him tonight, but how about Brown? Stung him a little bit, caught him off guard.
Yep, counter left hand. It was a sharp shot. Caballero can box, though. I can tell he has some skills. He can fight. It's hard to show everything in your bag in one round.
That's
though,
right. You got to hide some of the tools just in case. 2 minutes to go.
Good shot by Rasheen.
Another body shot by Caballero trying to push back and score against Brown. Brown's very poised.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He may not be able to show everything he has in a one-round fight, but he is really poised. Caballero's good, though. He knows what he's doing. He's countered Rasheen 2 or 3 times with a right hand, though, so he has to be on that shot.
So Philly took round 1. See if the Elite can come back and knot it up early on in this one. $122 to go. Caballero and Brown. And it's interesting, too, because it's only 3 minutes, right? So now all of a sudden in the ring generalship, if I keep going, press and try to catch a little bit, in the judge's eyes, now all of a sudden we can look and say, all right, Oswell's kind of maybe taking this fight back a little bit with under a minute to go.
Yep. You're right. This is a really hard round to score, but I think Caballero probably has a slight edge going into the last third of the round. Rasheen Brown has to start using his jab a little bit more.
Remember, these two are slated, barring 2 knockdowns and or a knockout, to fight again in the money rounds, and now all of a sudden Osvel trying to tee off, just missed with that left hand, 30 seconds to go. See if Brown settles into final 25, lets his hands go. You got to make that last impression, right? The judges, that last 15, 20 seconds, what do we see?
You know what, Rich? They remember the last thing they see. So it's really important to close rounds out strong. People call it stealing rounds, but it's not. It's just human nature to remember the last thing you see before you write it on a pen and pad.
Yep. 100%, 100%. Excellent insight. And what we're looking for tonight, too, a lot of clean fights where the referees don't have to get too involved. Next bout, 135, Rodriguez and Morales. Rodriguez repping Philly, and again, alongside the bread man, Stephen Edwards. I'm Rich Quinones. Mark Abrams handling fighter interviews throughout the evening. So Rodriguez. Ooh.
Winner of the second round, LA 10, Philippines 9.
So we're trying to get the score. As we get set for.
The score now is 19-19.
All right, there you have it. So obviously LA was able to take that one, knotted up at 19 apiece after 2. Rodriguez and Morales right now, $135. Dave Braswell in charge of the action inside the ring. It's an understatement to say this is fast and furious. And you called it kind of a tough round to score. And maybe that last 25, 30-second flurry, it sways the judges.
They're human beings. They're going to remember the last thing they see. You have to close rounds out strong.
Rodriguez, good-looking fighter out of Philly. Morales up in LA, and right off the bat, just like that. I think this might be a fight where we're going to see a little phone booth. We're going to see some action, maybe a little chippiness. Braswell breaks him apart 12 seconds in. Ooh, good combination. Oh, my goodness! And off the bat, Morales let his hands go. Catches Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is going to have to get that back. That's a big shot in a one-round fight.
Oh, already chippy. We thought got 2 very skilled fighters in there. A lot of trash talking between the teams during the weigh-ins as well, as to be expected. But a good minute start for Daniel Morales. See Rodriguez trying to walk through the bad neighborhood right there and might get caught.
I noticed something about Rodriguez. When he's initiating the attack, he's dropping his head down. Where Morales, his eyes are on Rodriguez. So in the exchanges, Morales is probably going to get the better of it because his eyes is on the target where Rodriguez is dropping his head down. So he has to, moving forward, that's something he's going to have to adjust in his career. Seems like a strong, aggressive fighter, but he has to keep his eyes on the target. He's like putting his head down, and Morales is like sharpshooting him a little bit.
It's almost tailor-made, right? Stationary target, boom, right there.
Morales is trying to line him up again with another big left hand. That's going to be really, really eye-catching if he can get it through.
Just pulling a little bit with that right hand is Daniel Morales.
Yep, he's trying to line him up for a straight left hand.
Rodriguez shot out of a cannon to start, but got caught, and I'm wondering if that just kind of woke him up a little bit, made him a little more tentative.
When Rodriguez gets close, he has to work. He can't smother his work. He got to work in there because he's allowing himself to get tied up. You can tell he's a good inside fighter and he's aggressive, but he can't let himself get tied up because it's only a one-round fight. It's not like the guy's going to get tired and he can wear him out down the stretch like a lot of pressure fighters do.
That's a good combination with the left hand and clean him up with the right.
Yep, he has to work in the clinch. This is where he needs to work at if he's going to win this
Good
round.
right uppercut.
Yep, he's working his way back into this round. And now he needs to close really, really strong because the other guy landed the big shot in the first 30 seconds of the round. I like Rodriguez's determination. He's really hustling his way back into this.
Yeah, made up for probably a slow start, 45 seconds, a minute into this fight. See how the judges saw it. And again, everything's subjective, right?
Yep.
First 20, 30 seconds, the barrage of punches by Morales. Maybe Rodriguez trying to take back the latter part of the fight.
That's a tough round to score. Rodriguez probably landed more punches, but Morales had the bigger moment, so it's going to be tough to score. This is going to be a good fight right here. Ryan Martin is a guy that was in the World Series of Boxing years ago. He was a highly touted prospect out of Ohio, and Cedeno is a really good fighter coming out of Dominican Republic. This is going to be a really good fight. These are the kind of guys that can meet in a 10 or 12 round fight in pros.
Yeah, right. Buck 47, BRAWL, again in charge of the action inside the ring.
Winner of the last round is Los Angeles.
I thought LA won that round as well. So if it sits right now, 29-28, LA up by 1.
The team score by 29 to 28.
Yep, 29-28. Yeah, Martin has a lot of pro rounds under his belt, as you alluded
For
to.
some good fighters, too.
Oh, absolutely. A who's who. 26-2 as a pro. Got some knockout power. 6 KOs. You mentioned Cedeno. They're counting on him in this one as well.
Is a sharp fighter.
Look at him come out firing,
Yes,
too,
he
Brett.
is. Yes, he is. He's a sharp, powerful guy. His brother's a really good prospect, too, Yuri Cedeno.
And Philly head coach Bob Kane is counting on this young man going forward. Good right hand by Cedeno. Just missed with that right uppercut.
He looks really strong.
Good punch placement by Cedeno. This is the beauty of Team Combat League, right? Because you get these flurries, they can easily win the round. Even if you're touching them up a little bit and your opponent's not giving any type of resistance or throwing back, you're going to win the round. Body shot just for good measure. Ooh, just missed with that right uppercut.
Both of these guys
inside.
are trading left hooks. They're throwing big hooks up the top. But Cedeno's getting the better of the work so far.
I feel like Cedeno is trying to open up Martin with that right uppercut.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of them got knocked down. They're throwing some big punches. Cedeno's throwing a real good stab to the body, and what he's looking for is something big over the top to get Ryan Martin's awareness down, where he's looking for the body shot, then he can loop something over the top. But in a one-round fight, you got to hurry up and make it work.
Midway through, good counter, good exchange, touch the body, the head's going to fall.
I think Cedeno just buzzed him there with a right hand over the top.
And then he came back with a left to the body too.
Martin just landed a good counter hook. This is a good round.
Very good fight. Buck 15 to go. Cedeno, Martin throwing exchanges.
If Martin wants to win this round, though, he's going to have to start putting some combinations together. Because good right hand by Martin. Really good counter right hand. That just stops Cedeno in his tracks.
And he touched up. Good counter,
good
though,
body
right?
shot. Good body shot by Cedeno.
Love the punch placement. 45 seconds ago, Martin and Cedeno. Good start to this one.
I'm really impressed with both guys going to the body, even though it's a one-round fight.
Yep. Round 4 of 24. We got a dandy going right now. Los Angeles up by 1, 29-28 over Philadelphia. But see, right here, boom, that's where that light bulb's got to go on, and you got to start letting your hands go.
How about just using the simple jab?
Sure, absolutely. Getting back on the stick.
It's still a scoring punch.
Yep.
Cedeno's outworking him, though. He's like the meaner fighter. That's all. He's just a little bit more determined, and he's just outworking him. Martin's a 10 and a 12-round fighter, though, and guys like him, it probably takes him a little time to get
warm up, acclimated.
Yep.
That's an excellent point.
Yep.
And again, it goes to, not to belabor the point, it kind of goes to the beauty of this concept.
Yep.
You got 3 minutes. We're not going 10 or 12 rounds. There's no feeling out process.
Yep.
Even a 4-round fight, you at least have that first round to get your feet wet, so to speak. What'd you see here?
I think it was an excellent round, but my eyes told me Cedeno got the better of it. Martin fought guys like Josh Taylor and Robert Easter, so he's used to going rounds and filling guys out. So this is a different concept for him.
All right, a buck 47 coming up. Shaira Tonino Moreau against Farias. Farias representing LA and Moreau representing Philly. And look at them, both of them look like they want to get shot out of a cannon. Ricky Gonzalez in charge of the action. We are already 4 rounds in, round number 5. This one should be an entertaining scrap as well. Moreau 2-0 as a pro, making her Team Combat League debut.
That's about right.
Let's make some noise.
All right, here we go. Well, we mentioned it was going to be a scrap, and right away. Oh, good right hand.
Real good right hand. I think it knocked her mouthpiece
Yes,
out.
it did. Already caught the attention.
Yeah.
So an excellent way to start things off for Farias from LA.
Another good right hand.
Yeah, Moreau keeps walking into them. Just missed
Yep.
with a right.
Yep.
And Erica, just that wild unorthodox. See how she's just looping right hands.
Erica Farias has a radar on that right hand. When she drops her head down, and I think Moreo is looking at where her head is at instead of worried about where her hands is at. So she's paying attention to her head, and she's looping the right hand over the top. Danny Garcia, the great Philadelphia junior welterweight and welterweight, he would do that, where he would bring his head down, and you would look where his head, and he would hit you with a looping shot over the top and knock you out.
Kind of conversely, a couple fights ago, you were saying, you know, watch the eyes as opposed to the hands, right?
Yep.
Gonzalez breaks him apart under 50 seconds to go.
She's going to loop another right hand. Watch.
Yep, bam. You
Right
called it.
over the top.
Nailed it. Right
you
on
can
cue.
see it. Whenever she squats, she's going to loop the right hand. She's going to walk around the ring and then loop it again. Again, she can't miss her with that shot.
Starting to predict some action and some plays like Romo does for CBS. Ooh, good left hand.
Now she just changed it up with the left. Oh, man. She has a lot of experience. I could just tell Perez, she's been around a little bit. You could tell. You see how she's walking her around the ring and walking her in the shots? So everybody thinks the person that's coming forward is getting the better of it all the time, but that's not always true.
Yeah, that's clear. This, as far as dominant performances thus far, to me, I think this one's relatively easy to score.
Yeah, that's an easy round to score. LA won that round.
Yeah, you mentioned before we get to the next fight where you talk about, hey, that guy's cutting off the ring or she's cutting off the ring generalship. But you conversely kind of go the antithesis of that. Just because you're doing it, it doesn't necessarily mean you're winning the round. Your opponent can be leading you into a trap.
Yes, because Erica Farias, she was just walking her around the ring and when she would get close to her, she would squat and just loop right hands over the top. She must have rinsed and repeated that about, what'd you say, about 8 to 10 times throughout the round?
No doubt.
In a 2-minute round, that's a lot.
All right, Alex Esponda and Kadir Albright. Kadir, a very entertaining, fan-friendly Philadelphia fighter. We know him very well, caught a ton of his fights in our backyard. Very talented young man. And thus far, he's had a very nice start to his Team Combat League career.
He's a very explosive puncher.
So we'll get to scoring in a moment.
Oh, wow.
I want to get clarity. I always say, it's almost as though wow. I was about to say I always try to get full transparency and accuracy, but there's no way Philadelphia won that round.
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
My God.
But then again, that's why I'm sitting down here with you, my friend.
Man.
So be that as it may, here we go.
I'm from Philadelphia. There's no way she won that round, man.
You're funny. There's a caveat.
Yeah, right. I'm from Philly. You know what? As fighters, coaches, fighters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Nobody wants anything that they didn't earn, because they got to explain that.
That's a fair point.
Albright's an explosive puncher. I've seen him in the gym many times.
Yeah, I define him a fighter that's, he'll sit on his punches, right? And he doesn't throw them carelessly. He's judicious with his approach. I mean, he's looking to connect.
This guy he's fighting is sharp, though.
My goodness.
This guy he's fighting is sharp, and he's timing Albright right now.
Little knockout power as a pro for the southpaw.
Yeah, Exponda has some really good reflexes.
He's got that Cuban pedigree. You see his style early on. 2:11 to go. Esponda and Albright.
Albright has to stop raising up after he engages. If he engages, he has to step around. He's raising up, and this guy's following him right out with a left hand counter.
All right, talk a little bit about that raising up, pulling his head, lifting his head and pulling out.
Yep. Oh, good shot, both of them. Good.
Midway through, good exchange.
Wow.
Left and right, my goodness. Esponda throwing heavy hands. Albright taking and throwing back as well. $1:37 to go in this one. Round 6 of 24. Elite up by 1 over Philadelphia, 48-47.
Albright might want to take this guy on the inside because he's eating that left hand when he's giving this guy too much room from the outside.
And he walked into a left hand.
I'm going to tell you something else. It might sound weird, but Albright's hair, when he gets hit, his hair is like jumping up in the air with all of the sweat. And the judges, that's going to catch the judges. Oh, he's doing good on the inside. He needs to stay on the inside so this guy doesn't have any leverage on that left hand.
Great exchange right now. Minute to go. Round 6 of 24 tonight. Team Combat League, Philadelphia, Los Angeles. Just teeing off right there. Good body shot.
Albright found something on the inside. He has to stay close because if this guy is a Cuban, they like it on the outside on the end of that left hand. So he has to stay real close and just work.
Opens up a little bit. Gonzalez breaks him apart. I thought maybe take a step back, not smother punches, open up, that uppercut.
Even though Albright's taller, he's better suited to fight him on the inside because he does it more in the Philadelphia gyms, and he does not want to be on the end of that straight left hand. He's actually turning this round around a little bit. Got to let your hands go in the last 10 seconds, though, to win the round. Ooh, man. See, can't be on the end of that.
No, he got caught too.
It's like a laser.
To your point, right, what's the last thing?
The last thing the judges see.
Score.
And then his hair is jumping up, so it's hard to, it's hard to hide that shot.
So 6 in the books.
Ray Robinson was a 40-pounder back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I always used to joke with Ray, the new Ray Robinson, say you're tall, you're a southpaw, you're lanky, nobody wants to fight you. Anything stand out?
That was a great round. I think that was the best round we've seen so far. That was high contact.
I thought L.A.
Yeah, they
won
got
that round. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, 10-9, yeah. Don't go by I'm telling you right now, if you watch my notes in my paper, you will get confused.
Okay.
I'm scribbling, I'm writing notes in English and Spanish. I'm
you
all over the place.
You
Yeah,
put 10 next to Philly.
don't even.
I was about to say.
Don't even. Let's go by the crew, 58-56. Robinson and Leon. And Robinson showed a little chippiness against New York, and they needed him late in that one, too. Had a real nice showing.
Robinson is a dog, man. I've been knowing him for many years. He's one of those guys that he's what you call a solid pro. He didn't get to be a world champion, but the level up under that, he'll give anybody a tough night.
Well, I think a lot of fighters did not want to fight him because of his style.
Mm-hmm. Very tricky, very tricky.
Ooh, Leon.
Lots of experience. Only issue is that he's not a 75-pounder. So that might be an issue because I think his prime was 40 and 47. So
yes, this 47, yeah.
This is these are tough fights for him. But when you get older, you don't like cutting weight.
No, and he had a real nice career, too, and resume of who's who. If he fought 1 minute in, Gonzalez just warns Leon right there. Leon touches back up with that jab.
Robinson's not fast, but he has like an offbeat rhythm where he can hit guys, and you look at him and say, how's he landing these shots? He has a really interesting rhythm with the way he fights. But this guy he's fighting is really, really strong and aggressive. And he probably knows that Ray's not a natural 75-pounder, so he's trying to, force himself on him.
You attribute to a lot of the ring time, a lot of rounds. You're fighting 20, 25 times, 30 times in your career, kind of the tricks of the trade.
Oh, yeah. Robinson's tricky. I've been around him in the gym. He's very tricky. Very, very tricky.
Tried to slip through that right, good left hand.
He's another southpaw with a really good right hook. I wouldn't be surprised if Ray was really right-handed because most southpaws don't really have a good right hook, but he has a good right hook.
There it was right there, right on cue. Found a home. Minute left. Leon and Robinson. LA up by 2, 58-56. Robinson got stung on that one, boy.
His legs just went out from him.
Yes, he did. Leon has him up against the rope. This is not where Ray Robinson needs to be. He's got to tie him up.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to overcome. This guy he's fighting is just a little bit bigger and stronger.
Stronger, faster,
And he's like in the gym or like in an 8-round fight, Ray could use his savvy and wear him out maybe, but in a 1-round fight, it's tough for him to overcome this guy's physical strength and his size.
Leon making his Team Combat League debut. Nice showcase for him.
Ray's still trying to get his legs back. He's all, that was a good counter right hand.
And in a fight like this, if this is a 4 or 6 rounder and he got caught like that in the first, you would think, okay, it's inevitable he's going to get stopped maybe in the second or third, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm forewarning you, don't even glance down at my notes. Great action. Gave that one to LA as well.
I think LA got the edge because he buzzed Ray.
Yeah.
It's hard to get buzzed that bad in a 1-round fight and still get the round.
So Sanchez and Dewechko, always want to remind everyone after our launch rounds, if you want the bonus coverage, follow us on TCL Brawl Pass. That is available through our website, teamcombatleague.tv. So we appreciate everyone checking us out on YouTube Live. Middle of money rounds coming up on TCL.tv, teamcombatleague.tv. Sanchez and Dewechko, always entertaining, representing Philly. Never know what's going to happen with that right and that left hand that's produced so many knockouts throughout the course of his career. Luciano Sanchez, see if he can weather that early storm. I mean, I think, respectively, if you're either fighter, start touching down the midsection.
Joey Dewechko is a sneaky puncher. He's like a sucker puncher.
Number 2 fought a lot of taller guys in his career, always punched up, but still had that power, never lost that power.
Yeah, he's very, very sneaky puncher. He's trying to loop something over the top with this kid.
Oh, good left hand by Dewechko.
Good.
Another left hand.
Yep, you can see it coming.
Tell you what, a 10-8 round right now kind of turns the tide of this one. Another left hand. Sanchez tries to come back with a counter right, just missed with a left.
Joey's going to time him again coming out of that clinch.
It's that looping right, the looping left, the looping right.
Well, he's southpaw now, so it'll be a looping right hand most likely. I mean, he's orthodox right now. He switched back. Okay, now he's switching back over there.
He's making you work double right now, right?
He threw that left hand to the body just to get the guy to look down. So the next time he do it, he's going to loop it over the top.
Yep.
See it?
You call that a little bar flirtation. Let me get your attention for a second.
Yep. So your mind remembers it, and then he taps him down there, and then subconsciously he looks down there, then he'll loop it right over the top.
Ooh, good right hand and a left to the body by Dewechko.
Yep. Joey knows what he's doing, man. He's a whole pro.
Sanchez taking some shots, buck 16 to go. Tries to come back with a left and a counter of his own. He's got to be careful. He'll take some, he throws though. He's got to be careful of those counters by Dewechko. He gets caught, he's going to get laid out.
Yep, he better be careful running up on Joey. Joey will knock him out.
Minute left. Launch rounds flew by.
Good body shot by Joey.
Sometimes we've seen him throw those body shots to lead left and come right back up top with a left hook.
See, what Joey has done, he slowed this kid down because this kid don't want to engage because he's running into those big shots, and Joey already has the lead, so he's tamed him already. He's controlling him. Another good body shot. Just to bring his awareness down, he's going to loop something over the top and try to knock him out in the last 30 seconds.
Philly would love to grab this round. Little momentum going into the intermission.
Sanchez got a good beard on him, though, man. He took a couple big shots.
Final 15. Body shot.
Body shot. Nasty body shot. Good feint. You see how he feinted? Joey really knows what he's doing.
Ooh. Left hand just for good measure. That's a round Philly needed.
Yep. They should have it. We'll see, though.
And as we alluded to, if you are viewing us on our YouTube live channel, switch over to KingCombatLeague.tv. Check out TCL Brawl Pass, available through the website, KingCombatLeague.tv. Got to thank our sponsors this evening, Venom, Adams Boxing, Two Trees Distillery, and inside the famed 2300 Arena, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is Team Combat League. Philadelphia Smoke taking on Los Angeles Elite. Philly needed it. They got it alongside the Breadman, Stephen Edwards. I'm Rich Quinones. Mark Abrams handling our post-fight interviews as well. So the launch rounds are in the books. We get set for the middle rounds and then the money rounds, where, as we like to say,
that concludes the launch rounds.
Philadelphia check 77-75. LA up by 2.
Ending the launch rounds. LA Elite 77, Philadelphia Smoke 75.
So LA up by 2, 77-75. Launch rounds, they're fast and they're furious. They kind of set the tone for the night. So respectively, what did you see from Philly that you liked?
They perform well. I mean, it's tough to be in a one-round fight. I say now that everybody's warmed up, they got to be ready to go. I thought the Waco, let's see.
Saw Brown out there early.
Rasheem Brown, he lost his round, but I think he's going to come back and do pretty well.
They're going to go with Brown in the money rounds, and DeWachko and Robinson. So we had a chance to look at them up close and personal.
Okay. I'm going to see how Robinson recovered because he got hurt a couple of times. So I'm interested to see how he recovers moving forward.
And then I thought for LA, you needed to bank some of these rounds. You needed to get into this portion of the broadcast, this portion of the fight with the lead, because Philadelphia's got a substantial amount of depth. But again, LA also has some veterans of TCL, and I think that experience kind of came through early on in this one. Again, LA leading this one 77-75 over the Philadelphia Smoke. So an excellent crowd inside the 2300 Arena, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we appreciate everyone checking us out on TeamCombatLeague.tv. As I mentioned, special thanks to tonight's sponsors, Venom, Adams Boxing, Two Trees Distillery, alongside the Breadman. Not only one of the best boxing minds out there, but one of the best boxing trainers in the country, Stephen Edwards. Of course, I'm Rich Quinones, and you were doing a little Romo-esque. You were calling it a little, give us a taste of insight, the crystal ball. So with that being said, give me your crystal ball, middle rounds. We'll get to the money rounds later, but I think this is where Philadelphia can kind of take back the fight.
Yes, I'm not as familiar with Team LA as I am Team Philly. In the first round, I was very impressed with Caballero.
Yep.
126 pounder from Team LA. I was also impressed with Alex Esponda. He fought really good against Quadair Albright. And I thought Joey DeWachko performed really well for the Philly team, as did Sendeno. He performed great.
All right, I'll give you my thoughts in L.A. after the intermission. Let's go to Mark Abrams with a
special guest.
All right,
fight fans, out here at 2300 Arena. I have Michaela, our ring girl, in the ring.
For the LA
we
Elite.
have some Team Combat League
merchandise.
Started. If you want some Team Combat League merchandise, put your hands up. We are going to do a T-shirt toss right now.
We're doing good. I feel like.
What do you think? What do you think, Michaela? What do you think?
I feel like they're under.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Look at these guys over here. Let them have it. Let them have it, Michaela. Let them have it. All right, how about over here? How about over here? How about over here? Who wants it? Let it go, Michaela. Let it go. Of course, my man right over here. Fashionista over there. He got it. How about over here, Michaela? How about over here?
All right, we will get, as promised, to Mark Abrams in a moment. Just to recap, LA up 77-75. We are through the launch rounds. We are getting set for the middle rounds, and then, of course, the money rounds. And as we mentioned, if you were with us on YouTube, obviously you jumped over to teamcombatleague.tv. Follow us on TCL Brawl Pass. Now we're ready to go to Mark Abrams with a special guest.
Daniel Morales, you picked up a key point for the LA Elite. Guys hold the lead after the first 8 fights. What do you guys need to do to keep the lead?
Man, I think we just gotta keep working how we're working. I feel like I said, I feel like all these other teams underestimated us. You know, we haven't really been posting like that, but we've been working. So we've been in the gym working, busting our asses off every day, but we've been working, you know, so we're just glad to finally showcase our skills, and here we are.
They have some very experienced fighters. You guys don't have the biggest names out there. They probably have the bigger names. Is that makes you guys relax, and you guys maybe have a nothing to lose attitude right now?
I mean, it's different styles, different experience. You know, they got different experience over here on the East Coast or on the West Coast. So I feel like we got the better work over there. You know, everybody's sparring over there. We were sparring champs. We got good people. So, I mean, their experience or their name doesn't really scare us.
All right, I have
a
promoter here, Manny Rivera from Hard Hitting Promotions. Manny, how are you enjoying
a lot of good
Team Combat League here in Philadelphia?
Going as we head into the second
round.
round.
All the way. You got to enjoy it. This is awesome. It's awesome for the fans, the fighters.
A lot of team camaraderie.
The city of Philadelphia, Team Combat League.
All right, I got a Philadelphia legend right here, sitting here. It is Stephen Cool Boy Fulton in the building. He's out here representing the Philadelphia as always. How are you feeling about the Team Combat League tonight?
It's competitive, good for sport, and I feel like it's bringing more excitement.
There it is, a Philadelphia legend. Let's give it up for Stephen Cool Boy Fulton.
Back inside the 2300 arena, take a look at some of the action during the launch rounds. And again, just to recap the action, it was fast-paced. We saw some really good fights. A couple fighters got tagged, but ultimately, after 8 rounds, LA leads it by 2, 77-75. 1 or 2 fights that maybe we thought should have went in the other direction, maybe in the favor of LA, and then it kind of evened itself out. But as you alluded to, Brett, man, I mean, listen, 3 minutes, right? It's, I guess, all in the eye of the beholder. In this case, what are the judges looking at?
I just think, you know, sometimes we make fights a little bit more complicated than what they need to be. Basically, it's who would you rather be at the end of a round? You could just use your common sense. So LA is getting a little bit the better of it right now, but there's 16 more rounds to go.
Absolutely, 16 more rounds to go. And I think head coach Manny Robles of LA basically, listen, here's a guy that's coached world champions, Andy Ruiz. The philosophy is basically it's a marathon, not a sprint, not too concerned about one match, believes that if his LA squad is healthy at the end of the season, they're going to have an opportunity to prevail in Mega Ball 2. But remember now, 4 teams are eliminated regular season play, only 8 advance. So you have to get there first. And then conversely, Philadelphia relying on the veterans, the young guns, right? I.e. Joey DeWetchko to kind of carry them. And even during week 1 when they upset New York City, Bob Kane basically said, look, I have a staple of guys that I'm going to rely on and I'm going to depend upon to get us through some of these tough bouts, some of these tough opponents.
Joey DeWetchko's cool as ice. That's the kind of guy you want to rely on because a lot of those young heavyweights, they haven't seen none of the stuff that he's seen. Joey's been in there with everybody. So they got to be careful with him. The wrong young guy goes in with him, he's going to get clipped.
77-75. Los Angeles by 2. Another excellent crowd inside the 2300 arena. Packed house, usually is, whether it's a local card or in this case, TCL, Team Combat League, Season 2 underway. Week 3 commences as we have laced them up 8 rounds in, we get set for the meat and potatoes, the middle rounds, and then, of course, the money rounds later on this evening. A couple of rematches, too, to look out for as the telecast progresses. All right, so with that being said, we'll go back inside the ropes to our ring announcer, James Bartley.
It is now time for our middle rounds. Introducing first in the heavyweight division from Team LA, it is Jack Story. And from Philadelphia Smoke, it is Kanja Nathan. Introducing next in the light heavyweight division, 175 pounds, it is Javion Cardinal. And from Philadelphia Smoke, it is Cody Russell. Introducing next in the 160-pound division, it is Jason Moreno. Introducing next, it is Elijah Vaughn. Introducing next, our ladies in the 147-pound division, it is Carson Crawford. And introducing next, it is Shamara Pure Perfection Woods. Introducing next in the 135-pound division, it is Sean Bates. And introducing next from Philly, it is Avery Sparrow. And introducing next in our 147-pound division, it is Angel Munoz. And introducing next, it is Isaiah Duke Johnson. Introducing next in our 126-pound division, it is the ladies. Introducing first, it is Jade Thompson. And introducing next, it is Jacqueline the Assassin McTamney. And getting our next round started in the 126-pound division, introducing first from Team LA, it is Christian Tinico. Introducing next from Team Philadelphia Smoke, it is Angel Pizarro.
All right, here we go. LA up by 2, 77-75. See if Philly can get it back. Start things off. Middle rounds, Angel Pizarro taking on Christian Tinico, representing LA. We appreciate everyone joining us from the YouTube channel over to TeamCombatLeague.tv, TCL Brawl Pass, alongside the Breadman Stephen Edwards. I'm Rich Quinones. Mark Abrams, as always, handling post-fight interviews, peeling back the curtain, some insight. Hopefully he can get some coach's insight as the telecast progresses. Tinico, Pizarro, Dave Raswell in charge of the action. And again, LA up on top of Philly, 77-75. Philadelphia trying to go to 2-0 after their upset win to jumpstart season number 2 Team Combat League with a week 1 win over the defending New York City Attitude, the champs. Smoke have been telling teams, come and get the smoke. So Pizarro, another fighter we're extremely familiar with.
Yes. Angel Pizarro spars one of my fighters, Romel Cruz. So I'm very familiar with him.
What's his game plan with 3 minutes? Well, without giving it all away, but what do you foresee at least the first minute of this one from him?
See him out there letting his hands go, but he has to keep his chin down.
I wonder how much of that is nerves or how much of that is just the pressure of knowing it's only 3 minutes and just maybe being a little too amped up.
Even though it's only 1 3-minute round, you see the guys get a little bit tired because when the adrenaline drops off, then you kind of get like a little state of fatigue until it kind of like settles down and evens out a little bit.
And we always say letting your hands go and throwing and missing, exerting a lot of energy. You see Tinago coming back with a counter left, trying to force the issue right now, minute in. Let's see Pizarro get that jab going a little bit, reset the tempo. Good right uppercut, though.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Sneaky one, found a home.
That's the best punch of the round so far.
26-year-old pro, 4-1, looking for his first Team Combat League win. Tinago tries to come and sneak with a right uppercut. Nothing doing, $126 to go. Round 9 of 24, LA up by 2, 77-75. Touched him with the left and came back with the right, though. Did Tinago. So you're watching Pizarro right now. If you were in his corner, would you implore him, be a little more active, let his hands go, start to apply pressure, 45 seconds to go in this one?
And stop going straight back. He's going straight back, was kind of giving the guy a little bit of life by doing. I think he's getting the better of the work, but not by a lot. And you know, scoring around is subjective. You don't want to keep going straight back like they see how he goes straight back every time.
And in the judge's eyes, Tinago connecting, winning that moment, right? The ebb and flow.
And when you go straight back, your head goes up in the air, so it's easy to see the scoring punch. He just did it again. So it's a little habit, way to come back with the right hand.
So Christian applied pressure at the right moments in this one. But this is a classic example of, again, it only being 3 minutes, but taking control of a fight.
That's a tough round to score. Tough round to score.
Every fight, every round has the ebb and flow. It's, as you mentioned, what are the judges looking at? Quality, quantity, clean shots.
Introducing next in the 126-pound division from LA Elite, it is Jade Thompson. And from Philadelphia Smoke, it is Jacqueline the Assassin McTamney.
So Thompson McTamney at $126. We'll try to get the score for you as well. Thompson making her TCL debut. LA with the win.
Oh, wow.
LA won the last round 10-9. The score is now 87-84.
So trying to create a little breathing room.
Philadelphia kind of needs this round. You don't want to go down 4 points. Thompson's the tall southpaw. See, she's trying to land that straight left hand early.
Yeah, McTamney's pretty much going to come forward, work the body. It's typically what she does. Strong fighter, sound fighter, got to cover up, tight guard. McTamney repping Philly, Thompson repping LA. LA is, Redman mentioned, up by 4, 87-84.
When McTamney gets right there, she has to stay there and let her hands go. Good job. That's where she needs to stay, because this girl's tall and she looks like she has a really good straight left hand.
So female 2-minute rounds. Fast and furious. McTammy trying to sneak a right.
Yeah, she can't stay on the outside like that, though. Thompson is has some pretty good feet, and she has pretty good reflexes. Once McTamney gets there, she has to stay there.
I don't know, is this confidence from Thompson right now, or just being content where they're at right now in this fight with 45 seconds to go? Ooh, good left.
Oh, good left. She don't have the round one yet.
McTammy just welcomed her to Philly.
That was a really good left hook. Good right hand
Another
also.
right hand.
It's a close round.
Final 25 seconds could decide this one. This is a huge round for Philadelphia.
Yes, they really need this.
Like the engagement from McTammy. So you mentioned this with one of our earlier fights. Hey, you're walking around, you're stalking, you're cutting off the ring generalship, but it doesn't necessarily mean you win in the round.
No doubt about it. If you're running in the shots, then it's not effective. Oh, good right hand.
Ooh, McTammy.
I think McTammy out-hustled her.
I think she did.
I think she won that round. It's going to be close, though.
That's part of winning the battle. Ultimately, you win the war, that last 30, 40 seconds. But I also thought midway through that fight, we'll take a look at some of the action, and you take it from there.
McTamney landed the cleaner, more judge-friendly punches. I don't know who won the round because it was really close. And the other girl was a good boxer, but I thought McTamney landed some really good judge-friendly punches. This kid,
Isaiah Johnson,
I feel like he has a chance. Oh,
that's a big win, and it's probably because of that 30-second you mentioned heart of McTamney right there. Huge win. Go to Isaiah Johnson. We're both very high on this kid. He'll take on Angel Munoz. For those just viewing TCL, if you haven't watched the Philadelphia fight scene, watch this young man, Isaiah Johnson, representing the Philadelphia Smoke.
I don't like to say a kid has a chance to be a world champion because it's hard to determine that. But he definitely has a chance to challenge for a world title and be ranked in the top 10. He's really good.
That's high praise.
Very
coming
fast,
from
very sharp,
right hand.
Very snappy. It's going to be hard to beat him in the one-round fight.
Another left hand by Johnson. Another left hand. Snaps back the head of Munoz. Tell you what, a 10-8 round right here. My goodness. Good combination. Again, Johnson. Now all of a sudden Munoz trying to get on the attack. Got to tighten that guard up, though. Johnson's punches just ripping right through. How about that mix right there?
Very fast and snappy. Munoz is right with him, though. He's only about a half a step behind.
I think Isaiah Johnson is going to be one of those fighters for Team Philadelphia as the season goes on. We will see him in the money rounds.
I believe that. He's probably the most talented guy on the team, if I'm being honest. Very good fighter. But this Munoz is not bad. You can tell he's well coached because he knows that Isaiah Johnson is faster than him, and what he's doing is he's doubling and tripling his jab to kind of break up the speed.
And he's going right back to the jab after he's throwing the combinations.
Yep, he's doubling, and Isaiah is going straight back. So Munoz is actually, his tactics are actually working. I'm not saying he's getting the better of it, but that's how you deal with a guy that's a little faster and sharper than you. You double and triple jab him to break their rhythm up.
Hey, listen, we talked about L.A. at the onset in the opening. I mean, they've got a stacked, deep roster as well.
Oh, good shot by
the left hand.
Yep.
Minute left, round 11. Munoz, Johnson, L.A. up by 2, 96-94. I think McTammy, though, the momentum, see if it can be bridged right now with Isaiah Johnson.
Both of these kids are sharp. This is a good fight.
Good right hand by Johnson. Touches Munoz down to the midsection just for good measure. Then doubled up with that left hand.
Johnson's a little sharper, a little quicker. It's going to be hard to beat him in a one-round fight if you can't hurt him.
Defensively.
He got to keep his eye on his opponent, though. This kid that he's fighting is not bad.
And Munoz Showing some grit in there as well.
Yes, because Isaiah Johnson is no joke, and he's staying right with him.
I think that's a Philly round.
I think so. I think so.
I think just, again, what do you guys say in the gym, right? Be first, be first. It's that mentality where maybe you're not touching them up as much, but you're being first and in the eyes.
It is now time for 135-pound division.
Just the punch placement, the quality of the shots. I gave it to Philly, but again,
I think Isaiah Johnson got the better of it. Not by a lot, but he got the better of it, in my opinion. Now, Avery Johnson is a veteran. He's been in a lot of long fights. He's fought some tough fighters. So I'm wondering to see if he can adjust to this one-round blitz.
Yes.
Almost.
Sparrow is what I like to call a feisty fighter.
Yes, he's been around.
Yes, he has. So Philly got it. So we're going to, we got to clarify that scoring. It says 104-96. There we go. 105, 104. I mean, I was not going to allow my liberal arts math to get me in trouble right there. All right, so Sean Bates and Avery Sparrow.
Ironically, I was at the track the other day with my fighters that I train, and Avery Sparrow was out there running, getting ready for this.
Always comes ready to fight, conditioned, as I mentioned.
Good right
Fan-friendly
hand.
fight. You see it right there, right off the bat. But how about Bates coming back? Trying to walk Sparrow
Good
down.
right hand. Avery Sparrow, Joey DeWaco, and Ray Robinson are really, really experienced guys. They've been in really tough.
Good body shot with the left by Bates, digging. 2:25 to go, 30 seconds in. LA up by 1. 105, 104.
I'll tell you one thing, this
Body
kid,
shot.
Sean Bates, is strong. He's very, very strong and forceful. Avery might have to hit him in the body a couple more times to slow him down. You can tell he's strong because he's pushing Avery to the ropes. Avery's the more skilled fighter, but sometimes it's not just about skill. Sometimes if you're just a dog and you can outwork the other guy and take his punches, you can beat him. This guy is really strong, even though Avery's landing some nice counters.
Almost slipped through a right uppercut. Sparrow missed with a body shot, getting it through all the way. Might have gotten away with a low shot, but still, Bates is coming forward. Buck 37 to go. Sparrow with a left, caught him right on the chin.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's a good shot.
Bates trying to muster a little offense, showing tremendous courage. Just
Avery
caught
just
another
landed
right
a
uppercut.
Good uppercut. Yes, he did. One thing about Avery, he got a lot of heart. He's not going to just give when the guy is trying to press him.
Great fight between these two for 3 minutes. You got to be kidding me. A buck 10 to go, round 12 of 4. Avery Sparrow, Bates. This is huge.
Right
We're
hand.
midway through. I mean, 24 rounds fly by. Ooh, another right uppercut. He's found a home for that one.
Sean Bates is coming at him squared up, and his hands, his elbows are out, and Avery
caught him
can't miss him
again.
with an uppercut. He can't miss him with the uppercut because of the way the kid holds his hands.
Another one. Bang! Unbelievable.
Avery's going to look at the clock and walk him around the ring and guarantee you he's going to shoot another uppercut. He's going to walk him around the ring and walk him right into another uppercut.
See if
before
he
this round
opens
is
up.
Just try it for one.
20 seconds ago, Bates and Sparrow. Bates showing tremendous courage and heart. Right hand over the top, Sparrow. See if he finishes off with that right uppercut. One more time for good measure.
Good hook. That's a good fight.
Oh, caught him again to close it out.
Was. Yes, it was.
Ooh, left hand by Bates. Bates with the heart, but I think Sparrow with the win.
I think so. I would like to see them fight in a 10-round fight. That's a good fight.
That was a heck of a fight. So Crawford and Woods.
Carson Crawford has a lot of charisma. I seen her dancing when they came out. And Woods did too. So this should be a good fight because both of these ladies have a lot of charisma, a lot of pizzazz to them.
Philly got the win, rightfully so. Good effort from Sparrow. Yeah, Crawford, 33 years of age, 17 amateur fights. All right, here we go. And Woods, I like to throw the word around, energetic, feisty. She's got it. And she's a tough, tough fighter. Remember, 2 minutes for female. She will give and take. Combination.
Woods has really long arms. She's showing a good jab.
Ooh, good left. I think if you're Crawford, right, you try to maybe fight her from the outside, no? Pepper her a little bit. Taller fighter.
Woods is cleaning her up with a left hook in their exchanges.
And I like what she just did right there. She went up top, then touched right down the midsection. See if she can get Crawford's right guard to drop a little bit. Touched up
and she's
again.
throwing a good jab to the body. She's well schooled.
Ooh, good right hand.
She's doing good.
Midway
Woods
through.
has a real good jab. Crawford's the taller fighter,
Yes.
but it looks like Woods is the longer fighter.
Right, and that's why before when I was asking you, why wouldn't you just kind of fight her from the outside, right? Just pepper her a little bit.
I'm going to tell you why, though, Rich, because Woods is sharper and she's longer. Just because you're taller than somebody, that doesn't mean you're longer. Look how long Woods' arms are compared to Crawford's. Landy Lara, the great Cuban fighter, he's like that. He's only about 5'8" or 5'9", but he has like a 75-inch reach. So he may not be the tallest guy in the ring, but he's always the longest guy in the ring.
30 seconds to go.
She's landing a good jab. Woods is landing a good right hand by Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Another good right hand. Woods is letting her out hustle her a little bit. She needs to put something on her a little bit before this round is out.
Yeah, and this is when it's almost like you don't want a minute 30 of great work to go to waste.
Nope. Tough round.
Good fight.
I think Woods may have edged it, but it's close.
I mean, listen, I always throw the caveat, where are we fighting?
Philly.
Right? Well, there you go.
Oh,
but again,
man.
I don't like to say that, but you have to say it. But listen, this is a long night. Even if it goes to Philly, LA still got their big guns coming up in the money rounds.
Next up, sorry, it's a 160-pound division from the LA Elite. It is Jason Moreno. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Elijah.
So Moreno and Vines contested at a $160. Again, Rich Quinones here, the bread man, Stephen Edwards joining me down at our broadcast booth.
Last round 10-9, they now lead the contest of 124 to 123.
So LA got the win 10-9.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Hard to complain. It was a close round. She closed it out a little stronger, but I thought Woods carried the day with her jab.
This is definitely going to the money round. You just almost get that feeling. Moreno and Vines, again, you see right there with the graphic. Los Angeles Elite 124, Philadelphia Smoke 123, round 14 of 24.
Elijah Vines is sharp and he can punch. I'm very familiar with him in the gym. He sparred both Julian Williams and Karan Davis on pretty much a regular basis. He's a sharp fighter. And he switches from southpaw to orthodox too.
Yeah, fast hands.
Very fast.
Sneaky left, sneaky right.
And he can punch.
Gonzalez breaks him apart. Get back in the center of the ring. You start to get to this point. Ooh, good combination. The meat and potatoes of the card. You get to those money rounds and you're a point or two behind.
Moreno's cut.
Oh, yeah, he is. And he's, to tell you, though, he's fighting forward, and he just clipped Vines.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. See Elijah switch? Elijah's pretty good at switching.
See where that cut is. You get a shot of that.
It looks somewhere near the bridge of the nose.
Good left hand.
Good straight left hand,
Yep. Minute 23 to go. Well, we always talk about when a fighter gets cut, right? Sometimes either they use it to your advantage or their opposition starts teeing off on you. Thus far, haven't really seen Vines try to push right through that guard with the jab. Got a nice little mixture with the body, though.
Good right hand over the top for Elijah. Moreno's good, though. He's right with him. Elijah's a little bit sharper right now, but this is a close fight. Look for Elijah to probably try to switch it one more time before the end. Oh!
Oh! How about that combination, though, all of a sudden? Moreno.
Yep. Somebody must have told Moreno there's 30 seconds left because he really turned it up. I think he buzzed Elijah right there with that shot.
That's, again, the beauty of this, right? Because you've got your corners, your teammates kind of willing you
Good
on.
combination. Good combination.
Good left and a right. Oh, Moreno says, you didn't get me. Here comes Vines. Now Moreno. Good fight.
Might come down to the last 10 seconds.
Little cleanup right there by Moreno with the right hand. Close it out.
It's a close round, but one thing Elijah did that I didn't like, he walked towards the ropes at the end of the round. You don't want to do that because you get the judges a negative impression. It's a close round. I hope if he doesn't get this round, he's going to be mad at himself for walking towards the ropes at the end of the round.
And that right hand by Moreno, that was a clean shot.
Yep.
Round 15. One more before we close out the middle rounds.
Last round 10-9. The score is now 133 to 133.
Well, there you go. Getting a little dicey inside the 2300 arena. Knotted up at a $133. Cardinal and Russell, round 15 of 24. Nice right hand by Russell. Not afraid to throw and let his hands go.
He got buzzed a little bit, though, while he was just engaging. He just got buzzed a little bit. That's why he pulled out like that. Had the right idea.
Russell kind of exemplifies that blue-collar type of worker, right? I'm going to bring that lunch pail to work every time I step in the ring, give you an honest effort. Cardinal trying to push through the guard with that left. Miss with the right.
Good body shot by Russell. That was a good left hook to the body. Russell has to find a way to get close and stay close.
Yeah.
Not get close and pull out, but he has to see he pulled out. He has to get close and stay close because this guy is long with a good jab.
Cut the tree down a little bit. Chop the wood. Right hand over the top. That was missed by Cardinal. Midway through, $140 to go.
You know, sometimes it's like the gun in the room theory. If a guy has a gun, you want to take it out of his hand. You don't want to run away from it so he can pick you off with it. And Russell has to get close, but he's doing good though. He's having. I think this round is very, very, very close. Good right hand. Now stay there. Don't let the referee break you up.
Well, he set the tone. Cody Russell did too. The first 15 seconds of this fight. Cardinal trying to muster a little offense as well with that left hand. Sometimes it's just the will, not the skill, that'll win a round in a fight. See if Gonzalez lets him fight out of it. Nope. Breaks him apart. Under 45 seconds to go.
These last 45 seconds are going to be important for both guys.
Ooh, just missed with that right. Knotted up. 133 apiece.
Russell's clever. He just slipped that right hand and shot a good hook to the body.
And right here is what you're talking about. Keep applying the pressure. Close the round out strong. But you also, again, your opposition, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to try to tie you up.
This round simply comes down to who would you rather be. I would have rather been Russell.
But you almost got the sense, right, the theme of that fight, if this fight was, say, 4 rounds, you get to that second round, he starts working the body a little bit. It's almost inevitable. I'm going to get him out of there.
It is Jack Story. And from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Conja Nathan. Make sure you come out, make second Philadelphia Smoke right back here.
Now you mentioned it, right, the engagement, trying to touch him downstairs. That was early on in the round to set the tone. We get set for round 16. Conja Nathan taking on Jack Story, contested, as I like to say, the big boys. See if they throw some lumber. Playoff star.
Oh.
So LA got the win.
Oh, wow, okay.
Uh-oh.
LA Elite won the round, 10-9.
Here we go. Huge, 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 huge moment right now for Nathan, who, oh, by the way, was a playoff star for New York City. Stopped Hassan Rahman Jr. in the semifinals, propelled New York to the finals. Now he makes his season debut for Philly. So they need the big man to come through right now.
Good right hand.
Philly trailing by 143, 142. Right hand again from Nathan. Another right hand. They need him.
Nathan just hurt him with that right hand. He just hurt him bad with that right hand.
Another left. Right hand.
Wow.
Story's in trouble.
Wow.
Oh, Philly needs it. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you a story. He goes down. Big effort. They needed this young man to step up, making his debut for Philly after the run last year for NYC. Huge turn of events.
That was a big shot.
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow. They stopped it.
So put it in the books. Philly needed that one. And his teammates absolutely ecstatic. My goodness, that 10-7 could not have come at a better time as we cleaned up the middle rounds.
They were leading 152 to 150.
Wow. That was a clutch round.
So the Smoke lead it by 2, 152 to 150. After 16 rounds, fast and furious. How would you like to be Nathan, right? You're with New York, the rivals. Let me go down the Turnpike 95, Philly debut, and boom, when your teammates need it. This is how you build a little equity in the bank and your teammates can trust you going forward.
You better believe it. You better believe it. They won't mind putting them in the money round if DeWico's not having the best day or something like that. They can put him in the money round and do well.
So Philadelphia takes the lead going into the money rounds, and the crowd was loving it that last fight. Hey, as always, got to remind you, don't forget about our sponsors, Adams Boxing, Two Trees Distillery, and Venom. All right, let's go to Mark Abrams with a special guest.
We're here with a star of many
Alvarez.
sports now, Eddie Alvarez, the former MMA world champion, bare knuckle now. We're here at Team Combat League. I see you're eyeing this. Can we see a third sport from you?
Nah, I'm just here to watch the Smoke. My man Ray Robinson, Bobby Kane, we got Cody Russell, we got the whole crew here, and the Smoke are fighting tonight. We're in a bit of a battle, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited the way we're fighting back.
It's amazing. You're sitting right behind me, and you're really in this. It's almost like you're rooting for the Eagles or so, team you grew up with.
I love it. It's like the perfect mix. Team combat's a perfect mix between boxing and a street fight and a fist fight. And it's not quite boxing, it's not quite a street fight. So I love the nuances, and there's bringing something new to the combat sports.
Obviously, your bread was buttered for many, many years in MMA. Could you see a concept like this maybe coming to the cage?
I love it. It's crazy excitement. Every round it's action-packed. It's all gas, no breaks. You gotta love it. What's not to love about team combat?
Tremendous. Eddie, I know you got the bare knuckle shirt. You've been doing really well on that. When can we see you again towing the line?
I'm waiting for Dave Feldman to give me a call on the next bare knuckle show. Hopefully it's here in Philadelphia.
Wow, that would be tremendous. Eddie, thank you for a few minutes of time. Go back to watching the show. Thank you. Back to Rich and the Bread Man.
All right, Mark Abrams, excellent job as always, my friend. Great stuff, great interview. It's almost like a who's who when we have these fights in Philadelphia, right?
Yep. I actually worked with Eddie for one of his fights, and me and his younger brother, Albert, are pretty good friends.
All right, let's go back. He's a busy man, yeoman-like effort. Back to Mark Abrams.
We're here with Elijah Vines. Elijah, Ali Ellis put you guys ahead. You kind of stemmed the tide. You put the Philly team back ahead momentarily in a war. Tell us what you saw in there.
Well, first, it wasn't Ali Ellis. It was Kanji, the heavyweight.
Yeah.
Ali didn't fight tonight.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's fine. But I know that we were down, and I did my best. I know I was telling my teammates to fight smart, not look for the knockout, and I wanted to demonstrate that. So what I did was I tried to be as smart as possible, and I tried to beat him to the punch. So with that being said, I won the round, and I contributed to my team. I'm not gonna say we won already, but we won already.
The Team Combat League concept. It's 3 minutes of fast-paced action, and you certainly amplified that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm back in the amateurs, but on a higher level. I like it though because it's different. The team atmosphere is different, and I feel I don't know. I just feel like part of a team, and the score, Philly being down, it works my nerves a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm in there. And I'm kind of nervous about not letting my team down because it's not just me in there. It's my team.
Well, what does Philly need to do to go ahead and go to 2-0?
Well, right now we up on the scorecards. I'm going to try to tell my team to play it as smart as possible. Not look for the knockout. We need to box. We can't fall into trading because right now, me on the outside looking in, LA is throwing a lot of wild punches. And if we get caught with one of those punches, it can cost us. So right now, we got to stay tight and stay smart.
Well, we look forward to seeing what happens in the money round. Back to Rich and Steve.
All right, Mark, that's excellent insight. And you're right, from the mind of a fighter, right? This is the beauty of Team Combat League, Bread Man. Sometimes you want to take shots, you want to be selfish, but when you're ahead like this in money rounds, you got to box smart, right? I mean, you got to check the ego at the door.
You do, but they're only up 2.
Right, of course.
And it's 8 rounds left to be scored. So it's not like they're up by so many points where LA can't win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's 8 more rounds to be scored, and they're only up 2 points. So you got to be careful with playing it too safe. Sometimes if you play not to lose instead of playing to win, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah.
So I don't know about playing it safe this early in the competition. We got a lot to go.
Why not, right? You're up by 10 or 13. Go for it on 4th and 2. The analytics say go for it on the 40 of the opposition, right?
You got it, but you're up 2, so you don't want to start playing keep away just yet.
Right.
Remember Oscar De La Hoya did that against Felix Trinidad?
That's right. Look what happened.
Even though when I thought he won the fight, it came back to bite him. So you got to be careful playing keep away so early.
The action was just at a ridiculous pace as we take a look at it. I mean, look, fighters were getting clipped and buzzed and caught left and right, but this is what it's all about, Team Combat League. Philly up 152-150. We believed that Nathan had to have that round to get back Philadelphia, and he did. 10-7, and boom, turned the tide. If you're in Philly's corner right now, you talked about, hey, if it's there, you go for it. Okay, fine. Fight smart. Don't be careless. Conversely, LA right now, a lot of fights left. We got the money rounds. We got 17-24. They've got their depth out there. If you're in LA's corner and you're Manny Robles, what are you telling the troops?
they got to go for it. But the good thing is that Ryan Martin saw Centeno in the first round, so therefore he can make his adjustments because he already boxed him earlier tonight. So it's not like it's not exactly a 2-round fight, but he is somebody that he just boxed about an hour ago, so maybe he can make some adjustments and pull this round out.
Special thanks to our sponsors tonight, Woodcrafted American Two Trees Distillery. Don't forget our good friends over at Venom. Check them out online. And of course, Adams Boxing. All our proud sponsors of Team Combat League Season 2. Inside the famed 2300 Arena, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Smoke up by 2 over the LA Elite. 152-150. The middle rounds are in the books, and now this is where checks get cashed, the money rounds. And a lot can happen over the next several moments. You can have victory just be ripped out of your grasp. And this is the beauty of what Team Combat League does. And I also love the fact 3-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds, obviously for the females. You've got an opportunity to really showcase your skills in the ring, and you've got an opportunity to get it all on film. All right, back up top to our ring announcer, James Bartley.
We want to thank our sponsors, Two Trees Distillery, Venom, and Adams Boxing. Right now, we have a legend, the president of TCL. We have Mr. Dewey Lewis in the ring. He is going to explain how the money rounds go. Let's give him a warm Philadelphia welcome.
What's up, Philadelphia? We're here again. And there's no place I love being more than Philadelphia. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Make contact with each and every person in here. We appreciate you guys. But guess what? Did you guys like the first 16 rounds of action? I said, did you guys like the first 16 rounds of action? Well, guess what? We all love money, right? Every single person in here loves money. And we got the last 8 rounds, and we call it the money rounds. And we call it the money rounds because now the coaches get to strategize and choose their best fighters to close the show and win the fight for their team. We have a 2-point difference on the board. Philadelphia has 152 points. Los Angeles Elite has 150 points. These next 8 rounds are special selection by the coaches to finish up the night, close the show, and create a victory for their team. So with no further delay, the money rounds are about to start right now with round 17. Make some noise for these guys.
And without further ado, it is now time for the money rounds. We are going to start in the 147-pound division from Team Los Angeles Elite. It is Ryan Martin. And for your Philadelphia Smoke, it is Henry La Bazooka Cedeno.
All right, here we go. The money rounds, where you clock in a little overtime to cash that check. Cedeno, Martin, $147, round 17 of 24. Every round counts from here on out. So we build it up, equity in the bank, launch rounds, meat and potatoes, the middle rounds, and here we go. It's where you bring your clutch performers out to shine under the bright lights inside the 2300 Arena. Philadelphia up by 2, 152-150. Braswell in charge of the action. Inside the ring, it'll be Martin, it'll be Cedeno. Good crowd once again inside the 2300 Arena, South Philly. See if Philly can create a little space, distance themselves over the next couple rounds, give themselves a little cushion. Got the well-traveled, the veteran Martin. And then Cedeno.
Good right hand by Cedeno.
Oh, yeah, set the tone early. Another right hand. Touches Martin up downstairs with a left. That's a good start.
Cedeno's a really aggressive fighter. I like that about him.
And with Martin, you know he's not going to panic.
Nope, he's been around. But the thing is, it's a one-round fight, so you have to adjust your temperament to what you're fighting. Martin is being calm, cool, and collected, but this kid's getting the better of him, and he got the better of him the first time because he's just more assertive.
Yeah, especially the latter portions of those 3 minutes. And again, dig into the body just for good measure. Minute and 2 to go, Martin and Cedeno.
And whenever they're in close, he out-hustles them. He throws more than one shot. He's just he's just a more assertive person.
You can make an argument tonight that 4 or 5 fights were won late, respectively, by fighters that just outworked their opponent late.
Now see, well, Martin just landed a good right hand, and in between all of this, he should be filling the gaps with a jab. Good jab right there. But instead, he's backing away to the ropes, and then now he just gave up 3 or 4 shots.
Yep.
So sometimes it's just a matter of ring generalship and IQ, even though it's a one-round fight. So you can't just back away to the ropes against an aggressive fighter like that that's letting his hands go with 3, 4, 5 shots. He's going to go to the ropes and does it against like a rinse and repeat. So the judges most likely, I don't know for a fact, because there's been some different, scoring, but most likely they're going to get his round to Cedeno because of the way the action is going.
Yeah, Cedeno coming straight through, right, like a freight train with those body shots, right uppercut just for good measure. But look, he's touching up. Now all of a sudden he's got to force Martin to engage a little bit, but beautiful. Last 35, 40 seconds.
It's good work. Both of them are working good, but you could just tell that Martin is the more settled fighter. He's used to going longer distance, and he hasn't adjusted to these one-round blitzes yet, where Cedeno's is letting it fly.
Right.
Cedeno can't beat Martin in the 10 or 12-round fight, but it's not a 10 or 12-round fight.
Right, with these guys, it is sprint. The night's a marathon, but it is a sprint really with 3 minutes.
Yes. And the more assertive guy, or the guy who was the last to leave the amateurs, his mentality will probably be a little more suited for this.
Well served, yep, no doubt.
He's hustling. And you don't have to worry about the next rounds or shooting his load.
No, get it all out right here.
He beat him again.
That's a dominant round.
I mean, he beat him again.
Maybe 2 rounds tonight that were pretty clear and concise. I would say this is one of them.
Yeah, he beat him again. It'll be hard to get Martin that round.
Great action.
I mean, think about this. You have 2 fighters that we just saw with 38 pro fights, only 2 losses to their ledger. And obviously Martin with the 2 launches. All right, your guy, Rashid Brown, Osvaldo Caballero. So again, matchup from what we saw in the launch rounds. Second fight of the night.
This is a tough fight for Sheen. I'll tell you why. Because Sheen is always used to outboxing everybody. And this kid with his pedigree, he can box as good or if not better than Sheen from the outside. So it's throwing him off. Because I've been in the gym with Sheen for years. It's very, very seldom, if ever, if I've seen anybody outbox him. I've seen guys outwork him and outslug him, but I haven't seen anybody outbox him. So this is a little different from him to have somebody who can box as sharp as he can from the outside. So Sheen's going to have to adjust to that.
See with the 28-year-old Osvaldo Caballero. Well, now it gets a little interesting, right? Down 3. 7 rounds left, including this one, obviously. Round 18 of 24.
Sheen looks way more assertive this round.
Philly down in the purple and white trunks. LA, blue and gold. Yeah, blue and yellow, call them Lakers colors. That's all right. The Elite, down 3, 162, 159. And I think this is what Coach Bob Kane wanted, the bench, if you will, the deepness, the depth of this Philadelphia Smoke roster. Fighters that have been there before. Osvaldo, good left hand to the body, though, trying to wake up Brown.
This Osvaldo guy got some really, really slick moves, man. Caballero, he knows what he's doing. What kind of amateur was he?
I can pull that up for you.
Man, he can
Think
box.
about it. He's a Cuban fighter. He probably had a long amateur pedigree background.
Yep. Even if he wasn't an Olympian, he probably had some pedigree.
It's a big round right here for the elite.
Yeah, if Philly wins this round, it's going to be tough for them, LA to come back.
But that's when you start to get really the latter stages, right, where you got a couple rounds of wiggle room. You got to start going for knockouts and take some shots and chances. $1:33 to go. I feel like Brown is just a second faster.
This round is close. It's close. I think Brown is having a much better round than he had the first round at day 4, though. It's close. Good check hook by Shane Brown.
Would you say the shots, though, are decisive in either fighter's favor?
Neither fighter is like landing that eye-catching shot. Both of them have good reflexes and good defense where they're not letting the other one catch them so clean. It could come down to the last 45 seconds. Shane's not jabbing, though. He has a really good jab, but he hasn't been able to find a rhythm with his jab.
I just love these matchups. I mean, every fight is just a competitive fight.
This is a tough round to score. I have no idea who's winning this round. Oh, good check hook by Rasheem Brown.
I mean, that kind of encapsulates the round, right? In and out, in and out. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 5
all
seconds.
All those punches are throwing, he didn't land one punch on Rasheem. It's really hard to tell who's winning this round.
Your guess?
Oh, man, I have no idea. You can flip a coin with a round like this and nobody's going to get mad.
Anything stand out with the replay?
It's a tough round to score. I probably edge it to Rasheem Brown because of the defense that he showed at the end of the round, but it's going to be tough. It's a tough round to score.
All right, Sims and Lopez, $1:26. Remember, 2 minutes for females, 2 minutes. Sims set the tone of the night early.
Rasheem Brown edged it.
Yeah. 10-9. So now you start to get into, it's getting late early time right now, and Sims fighting as if Philly's behind, and they're not. And that's, again, you want to see it, but you also want to pick and choose your spots and fight smart.
I love what she's doing. Fight to win instead of fighting not to lose.
We're going for it on 4th down.
I love it. I love it.
Left. She just absolutely clipped Lopez. I mean, how do you tell a fighter that's always aggressive to back off?
Exactly. You'll take away from her strongest thing. I love what she's doing. I love what the coach told her to do. This is an audition for bigger and better things, so you don't want to be the one that's playing it too safe.
Yeah, but you're right about that.
You know, you could may lose out on a big contract from somebody somewhere.
It is a showcase.
Yep.
And I also believe it lets your teammates and your coaches know we can depend on you going forward.
You better believe it.
Around 19-24, Lopez and Sims.
Lopez is a neat little boxer. It's just that Sims has more physicality. She's like the stronger, more forceful person. So whenever they bump bodies, Lopez is the one that has to retreat.
Like boom, right there.
Just there. You got it. And it matters because it's not always what's happening. It's what the judges think is happening. So what they will most likely, I don't want to speak for them, but most likely what they think is happening is that Sims' pressure is overcoming Lopez's boxing ability.
30 seconds. Philly up by 4, 172-168, round 19-24. Sims looking good against Lopez. Lopez got 19 seconds, pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
Sims is strong fighter.
Well, it's always good to have that luxury of being up a couple points. And you talked about the aggressiveness, right? Overworking the skill. You see Sims right there. Great body shot with the left hand. Esponda and Albright.
Esponda and Albright had a shootout.
Yes,
their last
they did
fight.
in round 6.
Yeah, they did. They had a shootout their last fight.
All smiles as Sims. 10-9, Philly. Go ahead.
I expect this fight to be vicious. I've been around Albright. He's a prideful guy, and I'm sure he wants a knockout and to get that back.
So 5-point cushion right now for Philly.
Albright looks like he wants to take him on the inside. You can tell by his stance he wants to get close and take him on the inside. But this kid Esponda, he's sharp.
Yes.
He's real sharp. He's going to be a good fighter.
Nice right hand by Albright.
Yep.
Another right hand snuck through. How about the hand speed of Esponda?
And you can tell he got a little bit of pop, so you can't just walk up on him recklessly.
You mentioned that dog, right? That DAWG. Albright, he's got that dog in him.
Yes. Albright can fight. He just has to get his, moving forward in his career, just got to get his defense a little bit better. But he has because he don't fight at 160 and, in his boxing career. So once he gets down to 47 in his boxing career, he's a lot bigger than most of the 47-pounders. So he has a bright future.
And Alex tried to touch him up with a left hand. See if Braswell lets him fight out of it. $1:50 to go. Good infighting right now. Albright trying to get the better.
That's where he has to work at. That's where he has to work at.
Excellent job by Quadir.
For whatever reason, Quadir is not as sharp as this kid on, good right hand. Is not as sharp as this kid on the outside. So he has to stay in there with that kid.
Yeah, muck it up a little bit, make it an ugly fight.
That kid's really sharp on the outside. Quadir usually has advantage over his opponents on the outside, but not this guy for some reason. He's out hustling them right now, no.
Yeah, you see the skill right there from Esponda, right?
Oh, yeah, he's skillful.
Punch placement.
Skillful fighter.
Caught him, though.
The skillful fighter.
55 seconds to go, round 20 of 24. LA needs this one.
They don't get this one, it's over with.
It will be extremely tough sledding with 3 more fights to go, and you're already down.
Is somebody bleeding?
5. Ooh, another. I'll tell you what, this late flurry from Esponda.
Oh, man, I know. He's opening up.
It might be enough the last 20 if it goes to form.
Oh,
another left and a right. Ooh. He might have taken this one.
Quadir has to really be careful. Oh, man.
Oh, another left hand.
Yeah, he got to be careful.
Ooh, and another right hand. I'll tell you what, this is...
Oh, man.
If you're Philly, you didn't want to give up a round. I don't like to say it like that because it sounds goofy, but I thought LA...
That was a close round. I thought Quadir got the better of the first part of the round, but he may have let too much go towards the end.
But you said in the beginning, right? What am I showing you last? Remember me, right?
Yep, because that's what the judges, that's literally the last thing they saw before they write down on a piece of paper who they thought won.
So Nahir
Albright.
Hey, I don't have a problem with that. 10-9 LA.
The last round, 10-9. The score now is 191, LA Elite 187.
Nahir Albright gave Keyshawn Davis his toughest fight as a professional, man. This kid can really fight. He has a bright future.
191, 187. Steve Morales now can cut in.
This is Isaiah Johnson's older brother and Quadir Albright's older cousin.
Albright always doing double duty on the Philly card, singing the national anthem and getting in there and letting his hands go.
Yep, good fighter, really good fighter.
They look for him in the money rounds against NYC, and they need it again. Gonzalez breaks him apart, 2:20 to go. Philly up by 4, 191-187, round 21 of 24 money rounds. I mean, the beauty of this, right, when you know the scores, your corners respectively telling you, hey, we're down X, we're down Y, we're down Z. Got to turn it up. Got to give me something. Give me your best 3 minutes.
Good check hook. Good check hook by Albright.
Left hand by Morales. Not a lot of mustard on it. Philly looking to go to 2-0 on the young season.
Halfway through the round.
Yeah, I haven't really seen anything that stood out. Maybe we get something the latter stages of this one with a $1:23 to go.
Morales is a good fighter, though. He looks really young. I don't know his background too much, but he's a good fighter. Has good reflexes, knows his way around the boxing ring.
20 years of age, 7-0 as a pro.
I can tell
5
he was young.
knockouts. TCL debut.
He has that youthful look in his face.
A little pawn going on right now, 50 seconds left between Albright and Morales. Huge opportunity here for LA. It's another one of those rounds where I don't envy the judges here.
Yeah, it's a tough round to score. Really tough. And because it's only one round, it kind of like makes the fighters get a little bit more sloppy and desperate than what they normally are.
Sure.
In a real fight.
But it also goes to the format, right? If you know that you're down a couple points, maybe you got to score that 10-8, that 10-7 round, try to get your team back in it.
That was a flip a coin round.
It's now the money round this time for our heavyweights from Team LA Elite and Luciano Sanchez. And from our Philly Smoke and Joey the Tank Borrego.
All right, heavies, Dewechko and Sanchez. Dewechko was able to put the cherry on top against NYC. See if he can do it again tonight against LA.
10-9, the score is now Philadelphia Smoke 201, LA Elite 196.
201-196.
Sanchez got to be careful this round that he don't get knocked out because Joey Dewechko was timing him with some really, really good shots.
This is the beauty of TCL, bro, man. I mean, you need a clean sweep of 10-8, right?
Yep.
You're LA, you got to go for broke. Like I said, Dewechko can pretty much seal the deal. 201-196.
Dewechko's not the kind of guy you want to go for broke with, though. He's a very, very sneaky puncher. He's looping those shots over the top. And when Sanchez isn't prepared for him, what he's doing is he's just touching him to the body just to get him softened up for the shots over the top. Joey Dewechko is very clever.
Which he did in round 8 of the launch rounds.
He got like a little James Toney in this game. Not saying he's as good as James, but he has like that kind of like little setup about himself.
Lull you to sleep a little bit.
Yep, you got it. Just tried. He just went for the home run right there. And what that does is, even though it didn't land, it makes Sanchez say, man, I just can't walk in there. Nobody wants to get knocked out unless you're crazy. See so it tames him a little bit, and they need this round. So instead of him being aggressive, he's boxing, trying to figure something out because he don't want to just walk in there and get his head knocked off. Joey can punch. See the body shot? Now a couple seconds later, something's gonna come over. It's over the top. He rinses and repeats at the same time, and Sanchez haven't adjusted to it yet.
And it goes to your point where,
Another body shot.
Be aggressive right now. You got your closer out there. Bring the house down. Put this one to bed. $1:22 to go. Sanchez and Dewechko. Philly up 201, 196. Round 22 at 24.
That was a little headbutt right there, it looked like. When Joey will touch the body a little bit, again, and lower him to sleep. And then when Sanchez is not paying attention, he'll loop something over the top again.
Dewechko's got power in both hands. It's just not, jackhammer the left, jackhammer the right.
Body shot. See the body shot? They keep headbutting.
Pawn, left, downstairs. Man, you're right. Sanchez, you're gonna do it. You got to go for it right now. You get caught, you get caught. But it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
It sounds easy, but it
I
ain't so
know. That's why I'm calling it down here with you, my friend.
He's not gonna walk in there with Joey Dewechko, man. Joey's been around for about 15, 20 years on this scene. He's seen everything. He's boxed everybody. This kid hasn't showed him nothing he hasn't seen, so he's taming them with those shots.
Yeah, it's like Teddy Atlas said, got to drive through that bad area.
He just went for it again.
Good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Well, we talked about it. We highlighted and illustrated it during the opening. It's all about the depth of the roster of Philadelphia and their pedigree. And there it was, right? Lowell, go downstairs, come right back up top.
Yep. He's rinsing and repeating and doing it over and over again. And Sanchez is just, it's not just so much a step behind, he's a thought behind. Joey thinks a little bit too quick for him. And this fight right here is interesting to me.
Leon and Robinson.
Yes, Robinson has the experience, but Leon is the younger, fresher guy, and he's a lot bigger. And I seen him buzz Ray a little bit that last time they boxed.
He did. He caught him in the middle rounds, and he caught him late.
So I'm very curious to see how Ray's going to approach this.
211, 205, Philly up by 6. So those viewing at home, do the math.
Leon needs
2 knockdowns.
Yep.
In back-to-back fights. Need it in this one. We need it in round 24.
Looks like Leon knows it too, because he looks like he's going for it.
Get to 2, you get that 10-7 round, makes it interesting for the last fight of the night. Well, Robinson can make it academic if he wins this one.
He's a lot stronger than Ray. Ray got to be real careful with this kid.
Yeah, but I was going to say, this is kind of where the craftiness of Ray Robinson comes into play, right? I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. Let me move around a little bit.
Yep, and be smart.
Midway through.
Now you see what Ray's doing. He's tying him up and he's wasting time.
And it just speaks to, again, the team concept. Leon's got to go for it right now, and as you alluded to, looks like he was trying to, and Robinson trying to keep him arm's distance, harm's way, just almost got clipped with that right hand. Gonzalez breaks him apart. They'll meet back in the center ring. $1:19 to go. Philly up 211, 205 over the Elite. Los Angeles, really talented roster. I mean, Philadelphia, you would have to say early season surprise, if you will, season 2 of Team Combat League. If they win this and hang on to win tonight, they'll go to 2-0. Good combination up top by Sanchez. I'm sorry, by Leon, pardon me. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Pardon me, by Leon. So a mouthpiece came out. Oh no, standing, okay. Yeah, well, here you go.
Oh wow, they do standing, okay.
So here you go.
Yeah, you can tell this kid is he's just a little too big for Ray. But Ray's so crafty, he's going to try to keep himself from getting caught.
Oh, Ray's in trouble. Oh, he got caught again. You kidding me? I thought Gonzalez was going to step in right away. Wow, Leon making a little more difficult for Philly right now and applying a lot more pressure.
Oh, man, this is going to be tough coming down the stretch with this kid.
That right hand was right there.
Yep.
Another right.
Ray got to tie this kid up with these last 10 seconds. This kid's launching it.
Great effort by Leon. Furiously trying to get that second. Doesn't come. Ray yapped last week against New York. He's yapping again against Los Angeles. Kid's a good-looking fighter. I got to bookmark that name, Leon.
Yeah, he is. But I don't want to go crazy because Ray's an X40 and 47
Sure.
You know, he's a little older, so. But he is a strong kid.
Farias and Moreau.
Farias is very crafty.
So 10-8, man, I'll tell you, that point right there, right?
So what? Okay.
So
they're up 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Philly can't lose, right?
No,
mathematically.
they can't. Pretty much. It's pretty much, as they like to say, a moot point. But bottom line is you want to close the show strong for both fighters respectively because you want your coaches and teammates to know.
Farias just landed that overhand right again.
Ooh.
She has a radar.
Oh my goodness, left hand. You got to be kidding me. A wild right hand. But this is what you want to see. Go all out right now. Right? A little chippiness.
Farias is going to squat, and she's going to wing another right hand over and over and over and over again. As soon as she squats, she's going to launch it. And the other girl,
got caught too, back in.
She can't miss it. She
right
walks her
that.
around the ring, she squats, and she just launches it. And the other girl is taller, but she's a big target.
Moreau, yeah.
She comes in right straight up.
Another right hand. Wow. Ooh, another right hand clipped her.
She cannot miss that shot. The problem that Moreau is making, she's jabbing from too far out with her head straight up in the air. And the other girl is just so smart. She's just walking her and just launching the shot. Another one.
Yeah, that jab isn't even for show.
Yes.
It's not even a tone setter. It's
and it's not breaking the rhythm or anything because she's jabbing from too far out. She's a little inexperienced, it seems. And Farias seems like she's been around. Another one.
Right hand. Wow.
Another one.
What's the name?
She's going to walk her. She's going to walk her, and she's going to run her into it. As soon as she puts her hands up and squat, she's going to run her into it again. Well, now she led with the hook. She knows she has her tame now. That's why she's dropping her hands down and she's feeling herself now because she knows she has it. Farias is a very crafty fighter.
20 seconds to go. Round 24 of 24. Farias been around the block from Ecuador. 27-8 as a pro, 10 knockouts.
Okay.
So well traveled. Ooh, another right hand just to clean it up. But again, you might be watching saying, well, it's academic, but it really isn't because the coaches are going to look at this. Who's giving me honest effort late when I need you in the money rounds? I'm telling you, LA has a really strong lineup of fighters that have TCL experience, but the depth of Philly, right? The money rounds when you're relying on your bell cow, so to speak, your closer to come in and close the deal. We'll get the official scoring.
Philly has a strong team.
They have a very strong team. And that's a good way to close it out for LA. Excellent showing right there. Again, inside the 2300 arena, alongside the Breadman, Stephen Edwards, I'm Rich Quinones. Mark Abrams handling post-fight interviews as always. We'll put a bow on this, and then we'll get Fighter of the Night interviews. I'm sure Mark will grab a coach, but
who votes for Fighter of the Night?
So typically what will happen is you got the panel. They'll look at everything. I know TCL is involved in that as well. I think it's a toss-up right now. I mean, typically we like to get the 3. In this case, we want to get a winner and a head coach respectively. Excellent showing once again by Philadelphia. They're starting to really get comfortable, and why not, in their backyard inside the 2300 arena. Don't forget, follow along on social media, Team Combat League, at Team Combat League on IG and X. And special thanks to our sponsors, Two Trees Distillery, Venom, and Adams Boxing. You go on the website, Team Combat League, teamcombatleague.tv. You can check out the schedule of events. Boston later in the week, Orlando. Teams all over the country. All right, let's make it official. Between LA and Philly, I believe we are ready. Get the final tally and the final score. Back up top to James Barley.
The winner of this contest, the Team Combat League Season 2 right here in Philadelphia, is the Philadelphia Smoke. Final score, 229 points, Philadelphia Smoke, 224 for the Los Angeles Elite. Let's give a round of applause to the LA Elite.
Philly picks up the win. They move to 2-0. Game LA Elite squad falls to 0-1.
The third star of the night. From the Los Angeles Elite, it is Alex Esponda.
Okay. He deserves
The second star of the evening. From the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Brittany Eagle Flex Sims. And the number 1 star of the evening from the Philadelphia Smoke, it is Nathan Kanja.
All right, let's go up top to our Mark Abrams.
We're at our fighter of the night, Nathan Conjo. You kind of turned things around at the end of the round with the big knockout. Tell us about the big knockout and how it propelled your team.
I knew it was coming. I said that before we even got to this point. You know, it's just like walking. I knew I was going to get that regardless. And my team feeding off of my energy. You see what we do in them last rounds, man.
You have such an amazing team. You have a lot of great fighters who've done a lot of big things in the sport of boxing, but you are the fighter of the night tonight. Tell us how that feels.
It feels good, but I wouldn't be fighter of the night if it wasn't for my team because I actually fed off their energy. First 8, last 8, and that's what it is.
2-0 now for the Philadelphia Smoke. What's this do for you guys going forward?
To continue the streak, we're not surprised that we 2-0.
A knockout in the only round you fight. We gonna see a lot more of that, a lot more frenetic action from you?
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations. What do you want to say to the fans out there?
Philly Smoke!
There you have it. Nathan Conjure, your fighter of the night. The Philly Smoke now 2-0. Back to Rich and Steve.
All right, Mark Abrams, thank you very much. Excellent job as always. And yeah, I think we can agree. You look at the fighter of the night, certainly because it propelled, it gave Philadelphia that momentum, the big win by Nathan. They win it by 5, 229, 224. All right, Breadman, Final thoughts to you, my friend. What'd you think of this evening's festivities and the concept?
It was very exciting, actually. This is my first time I ever came to one of these events. It's very exciting. It's an interesting concept because I've seen these guys fight in long 8, 10, 12-round fights, and to see how they have to adjust their style is really interesting. I like it.
All right, we hope to get you back here ringside soon. Excellent job for the Breadman, Stephen Edwards, for Mark Abrams, our ring announcer, James Barley, our entire Team Combat League crew. I'm Rich Quinones. We hope you enjoyed tonight's telecast. The Philadelphia Smoke, they brought it. They moved to 2-0. Don't forget, next stop, Boston. Then we turn around in Florida. Check us out online, teamcombatleague.tv, Team Combat League as well on all social media platforms. And as always, we'll see you next time ringside. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Another star tonight.